Where are you?
Hey,
Where are you?
London.
Oh, okay.
London, yeah.
Yeah.
This is UMAR AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global via Skype from New York. I'm joined by Sweden's very own Otto Wallin. Otto, it's been a couple of crazy months for you. I know you got coronavirus, so we'll start there. How are you doing now, and how did you overcome it, and what was it like, the experience?
Yeah, so what is it? Maybe 6 weeks ago, I started having symptoms. Same time as my mom and her boyfriend. And her boyfriend tested positive. They got more sick than I was. They had high fevers and were very tired and stuff. But I had a light fever. I felt a little off, a little sore throat, and I was sneezing a little bit and coughing, but not bad at all. Just like a normal, just a little bit under the weather, nothing special. Then I started getting better, and then I lost all my sense of smell and taste. So that was gone for, like, the taste came back after about 5 days, then another 5 days for the smell started come back. So, but now I'm all good. I didn't get tested back then, but I've been tested now for the antibodies, and I have the antibodies, and I don't have the virus. So I'm healed up and doing good now. So my mom and her boyfriend also. So we're happy about that, of course.
Glad you're recovered, and your family's all good as well, yeah?
Yeah, everybody's doing well now.
That's good. Otto, of course, in America, where you are, you're in lockdown. Where I am in London, we're in lockdown. Interestingly enough, Sweden, your home country, has approached it slightly different from what I read online. There isn't a lockdown really in place. There's social distancing, but they're trying to keep society as normal as possible. What's going on in Sweden? Do you know much?
Yeah, I'm following it. I think it's very interesting. Sweden, I mean, some people don't know, but Sweden have restrictions. Like, you're supposed to social distance. High schools and universities closed. Restaurants are open, but you can't be at the bar. You got to be at a table and still social distance. I mean, you can be in a group, like in a table, or you got to be at the table. But outside, you're supposed to social distance and stuff. So Sweden has made some restrictions, but gyms are open, restaurants are open, like I said, and other stuff also. But yeah, so it's different. It's different, but it's gonna be interesting. We don't know how long this is gonna last, and you can't keep a lockdown forever. So I think that Sweden is trying to find a way forward to make sure we can keep this for a longer period of time. And we don't know yet what's gonna happen, but we'll see.
Also, of course, before this whole lockdown, you suffered an injury and you were scheduled to fight former world champion Lukas Brown. Do you believe after we're out this situation and society's back to normal and boxing's on, whether it's with no fans or with fans there, do you think the Lukas Brown fight will happen also?
I don't know yet. I don't know. It's not locked in or anything, but I think that would be a good fight for me to come back with after this lockdown and coming off a loss and coming off an injury. So I want to fight somebody like Lukas Brown. He's still dangerous, so I'm not underestimating him. I just think that I'm better.
Since your last fight with Tyson Fury, where you put up a very good display, a better display than Vladimir Klitschko did and Wilder did in the rematch with Fury, how's your sort of profile changed, and how do you think you've developed and come on as a fighter since then?
I think a big thing is that I get a lot more recognition, get to talk to you guys more, the media and stuff. So I mean, that's good. That's good, of course. But the biggest thing is also the experience. I only have about 21 fights now, and I only had like 46 amateur fights. So it's good for me to get the experience, and you can't get better experience than fighting the best in the world. So it was a great experience for me, and I need more of it to keep improving. And I want to stay busy. It's a little hard right now, but I have some bad luck like over this last year. So I just want to get back in there and keep fighting all the time. So it happens when this is over.
It's quite interesting, hey? In the same location, Las Vegas MGM Grand. As I said, it was a very tough fight for Tyson against you. and then he went into his next fight against the WBC champion of the world at the time, Deontay Wilder, one of the scariest men to ever get in a ring, and he completely destroyed him. You know, one of the easiest fights for Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Interesting, that isn't it, Otto?
That was interesting. I mean, Fury, he put up a great fight. There was really good performance. I think that the training change obviously was working. They had a good game plan. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Fury fought a great fight, but I honestly think also that my fight with Fury brought a lot out of him. So he was better prepared for the rematch with Wilder. I think so.
We mentioned Lukas Brown as a possible opponent. Obviously, that was scheduled in before this lockdown. Any other names you're looking at, Otto?
I mean, there's a lot of good fighters out there. There's a lot of heavyweights are doing well, and I'm gonna be fighting on Showtime now. So it's a lot of guys under the PBC stable that the fights can be made. I just hope that I can get the fights that I need, and I'm sure I get it. I just gotta get back out there and doing well. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of good guys out there that I want to fight, but just gotta get back in there, get on the right track, and we'll take it from there.
How did this deal with Showtime come around? I wasn't aware of this.
No, he came around after the Fury fight. We had a few good offers from different people, but we felt that the Showtime offer was the best, so we went with that. So that's the plan right now.
Let me ask you about a potential fight then. Robert Helenius just knocked out Adam Kalnatsky at the Barclays. A fellow European, of course, Helenius. That's a decent fight. Can be easily made with PBC.
Yeah, and he's born in Sweden also.
Oh, was he born in Sweden?
Yeah, he's born in Sweden. I think he was fighting for the Swedish national team back in the days, but now he lives in Finland. So yeah, I think that's a fight that a lot of people want to see, and I think that would be a good fight. He's got to come back, have a couple fights, and then take a guy like him.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just pure Finnish. I didn't know.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he's born in Sweden. Yeah.
And you believe you're going to be carrying the flag for Sweden and become a heavyweight world champion soon, Otto?
I think so. I think I have the tools for it. Like I said, I need experience. I think that's a big thing for me right now, to get the experience, get good fights. But I'm always in the gym training, trying to get better. And I haven't taken a lot of damage in my career, so I feel like I'm just coming into my own right now. I'm 29 years old, but I feel like a young boy still. So, I think I'm coming into my own, and I think I have my better years in front of me.
Otto, you're a rare heavyweight in that you fought arguably the two top heavyweights in the world at the moment, in Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Of course, Fury in the professional game, and Joshua in the amateurs, and also you were his chief sparring partner for the Charles Martin fight. So you've had a lot of time with Joshua, and obviously that very good fight with Tyson Fury. Give me an honest breakdown here. If that fight happens, which it looks like it will, whether it's this year or next year, Fury and Joshua, who do you see coming out on top?
I think it's going to be a good fight. Joshua, big puncher, and it's always going to be dangerous. Fury, good boxer. He has a lot of size, tall guy, good upper body movement. And I know that Joshua, he doesn't like to look bad. Like, he doesn't like to miss his shots and stuff. You can see when he fought, I think, Andy Reese, that he was looking at the crowd and stuff when he was getting hit and stuff. So I think that Fury can make it, use his tools that way, take a lot of Joshua's strength away. But Joshua is always going to be dangerous since he's a big puncher. But I have Fury as the favorite.
Okay. Do you see him potentially stopping Anthony Joshua?
I think that would be hard. Yeah, some people say that Joshua has a bad chin, but I don't think so. He's got knocked down with Klitschko. He got up and finished Klitschko. I mean, he was knocked out with Andy Reese, but he kept getting up at least. So I think it would be hard for Fury to stop him.
Lots of people watching this would have seen your fight with Tyson Fury, but they wouldn't have seen any videos of you in the ring with Anthony Joshua. Just give us a little insight, if you can, how that was, both in the amateurs and your sparring time with Joshua.
Yeah, I actually got both fights from the amateurs because my father, he used to come to the fights and always recorded. So actually, one of the fights is up on Haringey Box Cup's Instagram page, I think. They posted it not too long ago. So that's one of the fights. And then we had the other fight. He beat me on decisions. So I mean, it was good fights. It was close fights. He won, but I felt like I could have got at least one of them. Also, sparring was great. Like we've been talking about experience, and that's great experience. I was there for a long time, sparred maybe 150 rounds or something. I noticed that Joshua spars a lot. I would say that he spars a lot more than what I've seen before. So, he had different guys in there and spars a lot of rounds. Man. I was impressed with that.
Who was trickier to deal in the ring with, Anthony or Tyson?
I would say that Joshua, like I said, he's a big puncher, so you got to be alert at all times because he can bring out a shot out of nowhere. I remember how he knocked out Charles Martin with that step back and straight right. He was hitting me with that too in the beginning when we were sparring, and that was a really tricky shot because he was very fast and didn't see it coming. But then after we sparred a few times, I picked up on it, of course, so I could see it better. But he's tricky. But Fury, different kind of guy, showman and grabs the rope and dance and has his hands behind his back and move his head a lot. So I'd probably say that Fury is the trickier fighter. He's more unorthodox.
Okay. As we mentioned earlier, you've done this deal with Showtime. So naturally, your next fights are going to be in America, probably New York at the Barclays. Is that where you see the bulk of your career now in the States also? Yeah,
I see it in the States. I don't know about New York yet. My next fight against Lukas Brown was going to be in Vegas again. But hopefully in New York, I want to fight at the Gardens because I live just around the corner. So I can just walk over there, get the win, and then walk home. That would be nice.
Oh, so you're right in the center of Manhattan then, yeah?
Yeah. In Chelsea here, yeah. Just around the corner from the Gardens.
What's it like in New York at the moment? We see on the news in England how bad it is in America, especially New York. What's it like now, Otto?
It's different. It's not so much people out. Everything is closed pretty much. The grocery store is open. So I pretty much just go there and then I go home and do my workouts here in my apartment. But I think the situation has been very serious. We lost 2 men from my gym. The owner, Francisco Mendez, he owned Mendes Boxing Club. He passed away. And then Nelson Cuellar was a old cut man. Used to work with Tyson back in the days and stuff. So we lost them guys, and it's been very hard for everybody involved, especially their families, of course. So the situation is serious, very serious. But at least the numbers are getting better. The deaths are coming down. So we just gotta keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully the government will find a good way to move forward.
Well said, Otto. Listen, I appreciate your time speaking to IFL TV. Is there anything you want to add, Otto?
Yeah, I just want to add that I want to thank everybody over there in the UK. I get a lot of guys getting a hold of me on Instagram and stuff, so I'm very happy about that, and I really appreciate the support. And not only from the UK, the whole world.
Otto, thanks for your time. As I said, hopefully we go back to normality and then boxing's back and we see you in the ring soon. But for now, God bless and take care.
Thank you.